This is the final moment of Katherine Chappell, a devoted lover of nature whose passion for wildlife led her into a devastating encounter. While on a safari, Katherine, enchanted by the beauty of the wild, was unexpectedly attacked by a lion through her car window, leading to a heartbreaking loss. So, how does this unexpected tragedy happen? Katherine Chappell was a 29-year-old U.S. citizen. She lived with her parents Jonathan and Mary Elaine Chappell, along with her 2 sisters and a brother, in Westchester County, New York. She graduated from Hofstra University in Long Island. She was a visual effects editor for shows and movies like Game of Thrones, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Divergent, and Godzilla. Her team even won a Primetime Emmy Award for the Game of Thrones episode The Children in the 4th season. Despite all her success in the film industry, nature held a special place in Katherine's heart. She had always been captivated by the allure of the natural world. Her work in the fast-paced world of TV production was her livelihood, but it was Africa's wild heart that had always called to Katherine. So when an opportunity to volunteer at a South African nature preserve arose, she couldn't resist the chance to make a difference and perhaps capture the perfect shot for her dream project, a documentary on animal poaching. A few months before her big trip to South Africa, Katherine started a GoFundMe page for the conservation group Wildlife Act. She was all over social media, sharing her excitement about helping with animal tracking and monitoring, joining anti-poaching efforts, assisting veterinarians, and even relocating wildlife. This wasn't just another trip, it was shaping up to be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Heading to South Africa was a dream come true. She couldn't wait to immerse herself in the untamed wilderness, to hear the sounds of the savannah, to feel the African sun on her face, and to see the majestic animals she had always admired. So, with her heart full of hope, Katherine embarked on this new chapter of her life. She wasn't just a visitor in Africa. She was there to make a real difference. Her journey was about more than just capturing stunning images. It was about protecting the creatures she loved and raising awareness about the urgent need for conservation. This was Katherine's true passion, and she was determined to leave with a positive mark on the world. South Africa is renowned for its breathtaking landscapes and diverse wildlife, particularly its majestic lions. Known as the king of the jungle, lions are a symbol of strength and power, and South Africa provides some of the best opportunities to witness these incredible animals in their natural habitat. Adult male lions weigh from 330 to 550 pounds, showing their strong physical abilities. Their jaws are perfectly made for hunting, with a bite force of about 650 pounds per square inch, able to tear flesh and break bones. As top predators, they're strong alone and work well together in hunts, using their strength and plans to catch big prey. Their jaws, shaped over thousands of years, keep them at the top of the food chain. These jaws don't just help them eat meat efficiently, but they also make them quick killers, breaking necks and piercing thick skin. South Africa's dedication to preserving its natural heritage makes it a top destination for wildlife enthusiasts from around the globe. And Katherine Chappell was one of them. In June 2015, she took a trip to South Africa. Whenever she had a break from work, she spent her time volunteering at one of the game reserves. She was also working on plans to make a film about animal poaching, gathering research for this upcoming project. Her journey started with a flight from Canada to South Africa, with a stopover in London. Katherine arranged to visit Lion Park in Gauteng, Johannesburg, alongside her conservation work. She stayed at a guest house in the Melville suburb. While there, she shared photos on social media of herself enjoying refreshing cocktails and mentioned how cheap the food was in Joburg. For her visit to Lion Park, Katherine chose Calabash Tours as her guide. The tour's company owner, Pierre Potier, who had 66 years of experience and was born and raised in South Africa, guided her for the day. The park featured a 20-acre enclosure, home to 85 lions, and had hosted celebrities like John Legend and Shakira. As cars enter the park, visitors can get close to one of South Africa's top predators. There are numerous warning signs instructing people to stay in their vehicles with the doors and windows closed and locked. However, not everyone follows these rules. leading to dangerous consequences. On that fateful day, the sun shone brightly in the sky, casting a golden hue over the African savanna. Katherine and her fellow volunteers, accompanied by local tourists, ventured deeper into the park, filled with excitement and wonder as they admired the untouched wilderness. When they came upon a tranquil sight, two lions resting by the roadside. Despite the guide's warning to keep windows closed and maintain a safe distance, Katherine couldn't resist the temptation to capture a close-up shot of these magnificent creatures. The vehicle ahead of Katherine's stopped beside the lions, and its driver confidently rolled down the window, smartphone ready to snap a photo that would surely impress her friends. Katherine, always drawn to adventure, couldn't ignore the allure of the wild. She too lowered her window, eager to document this extraordinary moment. At first, the lions paid little attention to the spectators. The male lion lounged peacefully, and the lioness stretched lazily in the warm afternoon sun. For a fleeting moment, everything seemed in perfect harmony, humans observing nature while it continued its natural rhythm. But then, everything changed suddenly. Out of nowhere, the lioness stood on her hind legs and peered into Katherine's open vehicle window. The group gasped collectively, hearts racing with tension thick in the air. Meanwhile, the male lion remained unfazed by the sudden chaos. The lioness jumped forward with incredible force, clamping her sharp teeth on Katherine's shoulder. The people in the vehicle were frozen in terror, unable to comprehend the danger they were in. Katherine's driver, sensing the approaching danger, fought back desperately. He jumped into the passenger seat, swinging his fist to ward off the lioness. Nearby tourists honked their car's horns in panic, calling for help. Despite briefly retreating with blood on her mouth and paws, the lioness was motivated by her hunting instincts. In an instant, she returned to the vehicle and resumed her assault on Katherine, whose life was now in danger. The rangers quickly came when they heard the loud honks and the cries for help. They managed to scare the lions away, but it was too late to save Katherine Chappell. Meanwhile, the tour guide traveling in the same vehicle as Katherine was still undergoing treatment for his injuries. After her tragic death in the African wilderness, people from all over gathered to remember Katherine, who always saw adventure to make a difference. Jennifer, Katherine's sister, shared a heartfelt tribute on Facebook, saying Katie was an extraordinary woman, brilliant, kind-hearted, adventurous, and full of spirit. Her boundless energy and passion transcended continents and oceans. She was deeply cherished and brought joy to everyone she encountered. Her death brought up a big discussion about how safe the park was. After 3 big cat attacks in just 4 months, people questioned how well the park protected visitors and the animals. The park said they tried hard to keep everyone safe, but they still faced a lot of questions. Despite everything, the park stayed open, showing how tricky it is for humans and wild animals to share the same space. Tragically, her life was cut short in a devastating encounter with the wild lions she sought to protect. Yet her legacy lives on in the memories of those who knew and loved her, and in the lessons learned about the delicate balance between human exploration and the natural world's unpredictability. Thank you for watching. If you want to know more shocking animal attacks, simply click on the next video. Don't miss out. Hit the subscribe button for more terrifying stories. Until next time, stay safe